Okay. Marilyn, you want to turn around, honey? Marilyn. Okay, well, see, Sweetheart here is a purebred Vietnamese potbelly. And if you look at the skull structure, she isn't squish-faced because of her weight. She's actually kind of slim. She's just laying down all squishy right now. But if you look at the bone structure of her face, those wrinkles are all the way, you know, if you see a side-by-side skull comparison, her nose is very scooped and very short. Whereas if you look at a Juliana head, also her ears are very pricked. Very, like elfish. Whereas if you look at a Juliana, they have a short but very V to their snout. And here's some more Julianas. See, a short but V to the snout. Hi, Mamites. Hi, Mabel. Bertha. See, a short but V to the snout. No upturn. Very straight snout, generally. But not overly long. Hi, Bertha. And this is a male purebred Juliana, and they do get the tusk lip. That's what I call it, the tusk lip, where their lips kind of poke up a little bit. And you gotta really pay attention to the tusk lip, because a lot of times people will see that and think, oh, there's potbelly. No. Over there is Mr. Pongo Pongo, and he is a mixed pig. Pongo is a rescue pig. We rescued him. He was tied to a wall when we rescued him. And he's just here to live out his life on the farm. And as you can see, his injured leg, it'll never heal. The chain that chained him to the wall ripped his tendons permanently. So he'll always be a three-legged wonder. Huh, Pongo Pongo. But over here, this is Wonton, and he is a perfect Juliana male. And he is 65, 70 pounds. And here you have a Kune Juliana mix. And a lot of people think Kunees are small. They are not. Wilbur here is 300 pounds. And yes, his tail is gone. It was bit off by a sibling when he was little. And here you have a Juliana purebred male, a potbelly male with dwarfism, and a Guinea hog piglet. And we're raising him out because he's just got amazing, amazing genetics. So we're keeping him for future breeder. Over here is a Guinea hog boar. He's a 1.5 years old, and Bortus weighs, I think, 220. And here is Gus. I'm not sure in the shadow if you can see his squish face and his snout, but he is a purebred Vietnamese potbelly, and he tops out at, I don't know, 80 pounds. He's probably 80. And back there, he's kind of hard to see. That's a Kune Kune boar. He is purebred from Champion Bloodlines. That's Boing Boing out of Grunt at Jackson Piggery. And he's napping, but I'll get over to the Kune pen here in a sec. And here's some young Gloucesters. My boar here is from the Rufus line. The young gilt there is from the Ellen line. And this is a Star Antoinette Gloucester. And over there is our red wattle gilt. And she's 6 months. She's getting there. And here's 2 Juliana females. And they are They look big because of the pen they're in. That pen is only 2 feet tall. But Ginger here is about, I don't know, 85, 90 pounds right now, but she is pregnant. And Marianne, and Ginger is 6 years old. And she's probably 17 inches tall, maybe 16 inches tall. Marianne over there, also pregnant, weighs about 60 pounds, fully pregnant. And she's 16, 15 inches tall. Oh, scratch it, Skillet, scratch it. Okay. Let's get over to the minis. Let's get over to the minis. Oh no, first let me do the Berkshire gilts and the Guinea hog gilts. Okay, here's a good example of differences in piglets. These are Berkshire gilts. They're about not quite 4 months old. Hi, Gross. Hi, Boops. And see how they have a high, they almost look like they have long legs when they're piglets. They have a high and tight formation, nice square or rectangular length, long snout, a little bit of white. Whereas your Guinea hog gilt, they're about 6 months old now, and they're not even as big as, or they're not as tall as the Berkshire gilts at only a few months old. But the Guinea hog gilts, they take a lot longer to get big, you know. Whereas the Berkshire gilts, I don't know if you can side by side here. See how much shorter the Guinea hog gilts are at 6 months than a less than 4 months Berk. You see the conformation there, nice square or rectangular. Whereas the Guinea hog, they're going to be a little floofier because they're more of a lard breed than a Berkshire is. Berkshires are still a lard breed technically, just not as much. And here's more minis. These are our minis, mini Julianas. Hi, Eustace. Hi, Eustace. And Eustace is 14.5 inches tall, and he weighs 40 pounds. And Athena, we actually don't have her parents, but we had her brother and sister, and we did meet her parents and grandparents. Hi, Eustace. Yes, I know Eustace, honey. We met parents and grandparents. They had several generations where we got her brother and sister and her at. And Blanche here is also a Juliana, but I think she's mixed with either Gottingen or Narragansett pig, just because of her structure. But we do, my friend actually has 2 generations of her background and family. And Lucy and Ethel here. Ethel comes from Marilyn's line. A cousin twice removed. And Lucy here is from Ginger and Marianne's bloodline. From the girls I showed you way over there in that corner pen. And this is as big as Lucy is going to get. She's a year and a half. Oh, not quite 2. And she's, I don't know, 40, 45 pounds. And Ethel is, what are you, Ethel? Maybe 30 pounds? And Ethel is a whopping 13 inches tall. Lucy is 13 inches tall. Athena and Blanche and Athena back there, they are a whopping 13 inches tall. And Blanche is almost 4 years old, and Athena's a year and a half. And then we get to the Kunes. Let me walk around here. Okay, so the Kunes. Now the thing about Kunes is if you get direct New Zealand bloodlines, they're going to be bigger. They're going to run closer to the 450 pound at full grown. A lot of the American breeders over the years have bred more for color than their actual purpose. And so a lot of times you'll see some Kune bloodlines stay small like that little guy. And then some of the Kune bloodlines get 400 pounds like Petunia here. And so you got to be really careful when buying your Kunes, even registered Kunes. All our Kunes here are registered except for one. And so even registered Kunes, you have to watch the bloodline. Be careful which bloodlines you buy. Because they may not ever get bigger than a baby, you know. And like Hazel here, she's only 6 months old, and I've been to friends' farms who have registered Kunes who are the same size as our 6-month-old Hazel here at 2 and 3 years, and they were registered Kunes too. So you just got to watch your bloodlines with Kunes. And over here, yes, we have a duck farm too. Over here, we've got the guinea hogs. Let me come in here. Let me open it. Hi, Morticia. Okay, so Morticia here. Hi, Morticia. Pretty girl. And that's Natasha. She's a young gilt. She's going on a year now. And she's out of Morticia and Bocephus over there. And Bocephus is a good 400 pounds. Easy. And Bocephus and Loretta there are from the same farm, same breeder, different bloodlines. And so let me get over there so I can show you their head structure. Hi, Morticia. Bocephus, let me see your face, buddy. Hi, see how Morticia has a longer snout? Come on, nice. You're a pretty girl. And Natasha and Loretta have shorter snouts. But if you see Bocephus' snout, Bocephus, quit flirting with the Kune girls, Bocephus. Here, let me see if I can get, oh. See, his snout is closer to the bloodline of Morticia's, so he's got a longer snout. Hi, Bocephus. He's a big boy. But he's flirting with the Kune ladies right now, so it's a little tough to get a good picture of his face. I know, Morticia. I came in without eggs. I'm sorry, honey. You're right. And then I'll go back over to these piglets.